happy hump day. I tell you what, middle of the week, all that means the weekend is getting closer and closer, and you know we love that. So let's get into it. Today we're talking about the transporter refueled. Is it good? Is it bad? Don't go anywhere. We're going to find out in just a moment. Be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Happy hump day, everybody. I hope your week is going great. I hope it really is great. I know we've got a lot going on in the world, but we're not here for that. We are here looking for good, if not great, entertainment. So we're going to get right into it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate it. We enjoy each one of you joining us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to search for great entertainment. In the description box down below are things that we love, things that we use, things that we strongly approve of. There's some coupon codes to save you some of your hard-earned money. You don't want to miss out on that. So today, look, we have finished the Transporter trilogy the other day, and now, unfortunately, it's time to talk about the Transporter Refueled. That's from 2015. It's PG-13, hour and 36 minutes. They tried to continue the legacy of the Transporter series. Now, what's the problem with that? Well, it's directed by Camille Delamere, I guess that's the name. Written by Adam Cooper and Bill Collage, based on characters written by Luc Besson. But from what I could find, he did not have anything to do with this movie. It stars Ed Skrein. I don't know, the bad guy from Deadpool, right? You know who I'm talking about? Like, and to be fair, he does a pretty fantastic job as Frank Martin. Lone Chabanal, Ray Stevenson is in this. He does a great job as well. Fantastic actor. Gone too soon, my friends. In the south of France, former special ops mercenary Frank Martin enters into a game of chess with a femme fatale and her three sidekicks who are looking for revenge against a sinister Russian kingpin. Okay, stop right there. You have just brought up the major problem with this movie. This movie, even though titled The Transporter Refueled, is not a transporter movie. In fact, Frank Martin, the transporter himself, in this movie has been regulated to a side character, a helpful fella to have along the way. Because this movie is about four women trying to get back at the mobster that put them out as prostitutes, and now they're going to get their just desserts against him. And unfortunately, this movie plays like it's all about them, the four ladies, instead of about the transporter. They kidnap him, they kidnap his father, and they cajole him to do what they want him to do and to be like the one that does all the work while their master plan takes effect, if you will, and takes down these mob bosses. Now, that could be, to be fair, a great story if you played it out as the transporter being the main character. Unfortunately, the majority of this film is about the four ladies and not about Frank Martin. This is not a movie called The Four Ladies Refueled. This is a movie called The Transporter Refueled. And I guess in theory, he is refueled. He's refueled to do whatever they tell him to do. Kind of horribly. Now, as I said, Ed Skrein, whatever his name is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how. He does a great job as Frank Martin. He could have carried this character for 3 movies. I would suggest, but this movie didn't do well because it didn't have the charm that Luc Besson brought to the characters in writing the original three. This needed to be centered around Frank Martin, and unfortunately, it just wasn't. Not even a little bit. In fact, more often than not, the ladies were just, telling Frank what to do and forcing him to do it because of something they had done against Frank, causing him to be a non voluntary participant in this plan, which puts him at risk with no reward. And nothing bad has happened to him to instigate all this, at least not by the mobsters. It was instigated by the four prostitutes. And they end up being quite the bad guys until the end when it's, the prostitute with the heart of gold. So terrible. And is it watchable? Let me just say, yes, it's watchable. You can watch this one time. You may even enjoy it, but this is not, by any means, a story about the transporter. And that's sad. Now, I was going to continue along this transporter line and watch the TV show, but you can't find it anywhere. It is on streaming if you want to pay $20 a season. There's 3 seasons, and I have no idea if it's any good or not. So I'm not going to pay $20 to watch the first season to find out. I don't know why. Is it some absolutely fantastic TV show? Why is it not on at least one streaming service? You know, uh, uh, I don't know. Weird, because I really kind of wanted to check it out, but not at a financial loss for me. Not especially not for this movie. I don't even know who did the TV show, but if it's any of these people, no, thank you. Uh, and I don't know Camille Delamar, whatever her name is, the director. I don't know if she had a huge hand in this being about the strong, powerful women prostitute thing, and if so, total, total miss as far as being on target for a transporter movie where people will show up for it. So there you have it. I mean, you can watch this on Tubi for free right now if you don't mind watching 9 gazillion ads. But watchability, yes, it's a one-off, all right? But if you're looking for the transporter, give it a pass, I would say. And that's too bad for Ed Scarin, whatever his name is, because he does a great job as Frank Martin. I really liked what he was doing here. He was able to pull the role in. The fight scenes were fantastic. He played the character well, and the bringing in the father of him, like Frank Martin Senior, with Ray Stevenson, that was a brilliant idea, a stroke of brilliance that was completely ruined by this director and I guess these writers. So there you have it. I hope this sounds okay. I'm still working on the microphone, working on the sound. I hope it looks all right. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. We appreciate again you being here, and we will be back on Friday to talk about something completely different. We're done with the Transporter series. So, from Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat transporter loving nerd, we will see you then.